Imagine, if you will, the ability to traverse time as easily as crossing the street. This is the allure of time travel, a concept that has captivated the human imagination for centuries. From the pages of H.G. Wells' The Time Machine to the screen of Back to the Future, the idea of journeying through the epochs of time has always been a source of intrigue and fascination. Picture this: the ability to revisit history's greatest moments, to foresee the future's untold mysteries, or to correct past mistakes. It's a power that could change everything we know about our existence. Yet the concept of time travel isn't without its paradoxes. The grandfather paradox, for instance, questions the possibility of altering the past without creating a ripple effect that disrupts the present. Then, there's the bootstrap paradox, which challenges the idea of something existing without a point of origin. These paradoxes, though seemingly mind-boggling, are the very essence of time travel's enigma. They force us to question the nature of time itself and our place within its infinite expanse. But what if this concept is no longer just a figment of science fiction? The year was 1954. A man steps off a plane in Tokyo, Japan, and a mystery unfolds. A man, seemingly ordinary by all accounts, disembarks from a plane that had just touched down in Tokyo. He approaches the customs desk, his manner confident, his demeanor unassuming. But as he hands over his passport to the customs official, an air of confusion begins to descend. The passport, though looking authentic with its stamps of previous travels and bearing all the right watermarks, lists a country of origin that no one has ever heard of. The name of this country? Tord. The man insists with a quiet conviction that his homeland of Tord has existed for over 1,000 years, nestled comfortably between France and Spain. But a quick check on the world map hanging on the office wall shows no such country. France and Spain share a border with no room for another nation in between. The officials double-check, triple-check, scrutinizing the map from every angle, but Taured is nowhere to be found. The man, however, remains unflustered. He insists with a calm certainty that he's traveled to Japan from Taured on business, as he has done so many times before. His passport, he points out, even bears the stamps of his previous visits to Japan. Those stamps too, upon inspection, seem as real as any other. But the country issuing them is one that, as far as anyone can tell, simply does not exist. The officials are baffled. The man's passport, his driver's license, his business papers, everything seems in order. The only anomaly is the country of his origin, Taured, a country that is nowhere to be found on any map. As the officials scramble for answers, the man from Taured disappears. Locked in a room with no escape routes, our mystery man vanishes into thin air. In an unexpected twist, our enigma, the alleged time traveler, disappears without a trace. Picture this: a solitary room, devoid of any windows or doors, save for the one heavily guarded entrance. The room was under constant surveillance, with eyes on it every second of the day. Yet, in a blink, he was gone, evaporated as if he was never there in the first place. It was as if the room had swallowed him whole, leaving behind an eerie void. The immediate reaction was one of utter disbelief. The guards, the investigators, the skeptics, all were left scratching their heads, grappling with the inexplicable. The room was searched thoroughly, every inch scrutinized for any possible secret exit, but the results were fruitless. The room was as solid as it appeared, with no hidden passageways or trapdoors. The investigators dove deep into the mystery, analyzing the CCTV footage. The last known images of the man showed him sitting calmly in the room, as if in meditation. And then, in the next frame, he was simply not there. No flashy light, no sound, no indication of any unusual activity. It was as if he had stepped out of the frame of existence itself. The disappearance of the man from 1954 sent shockwaves throughout Japan and the world. The local authorities, the national government, even international agencies were pulled into the investigation. But despite all efforts, all they had in hand were the remnants of an unsolved mystery. The man's personal belongings were all that was left behind: his antiquated suitcase, filled with peculiar devices, and the cryptic, unidentifiable documents. They served as the only tangible proof of his existence, a grim reminder of the man who had stepped out of time. Just as quickly as he appeared, he was gone. leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Authorities were left grappling with an impossible puzzle. With the man from Taurid now vanished into thin air, Japanese officials were thrust into a whirlwind of confusion and disbelief. How could a man, his passport, and his belongings simply disappear from a secure detention room? The question hung in the air, a chilling reminder of the enigma that had just unfolded. The investigation was immediate and exhaustive. Officials turned the airport inside out in a desperate search for clues. Every corner, every shadow, every room was scrutinized. But their efforts, as diligent as they were, bore no fruit. The man was gone, as if he had never been there at all. Adding to the strangeness, the search for the country of Taurid also yielded no results. Maps were scoured, diplomatic channels explored, and history books consulted. Yet there was no trace of such a country ever existing. It was as if Taurid had evaporated, just like its supposed citizen. The man's belongings, too, had vanished without a trace. The suitcases filled with currency from various countries, his passport, even his driver's license, all gone. What could have been substantial evidence in an ordinary investigation had now become part of the mystery itself. This tangible evidence of the man's existence had disappeared just as inexplicably as the man himself. As days turned into weeks, the investigation gradually lost its steam. Officials were left with more questions than answers. The case was filled with impossibilities and contradictions that defied all logic and understanding. It was a puzzle that refused to be solved, a mystery that refused to be unraveled. The man from Taurid had become a ghost, his existence as fleeting as his country on the map. His story, however, remained echoing in the halls of the airport and in the minds of those who had witnessed this extraordinary incident, a story that would continue to baffle, intrigue, and mystify for years to come. The incident sparks a wildfire of theories, each more fantastical than the last. As the tale of the mysterious traveler spread, it ignited the imagination of many. It was as if the incident had opened up a Pandora's box of possibilities, each theory more intriguing than the other. Some theorists propose the idea of time travel. They argue that the traveler could have been a time voyager who somehow managed to journey back to the year 1954 from a future timeline. They draw parallels with science fiction, citing the countless stories that explore the concept of moving through time. However, the concept of time travel, though entertaining, remains a contentious topic among scientists. The laws of physics, as we currently understand them, do not allow for such a possibility. Others suggest the concept of parallel universes. They propose that the traveler could have accidentally crossed over from a parallel world into ours. This theory, while fascinating, is equally controversial. The existence of parallel universes is a hotly debated topic in the realm of quantum physics. Though there is no empirical evidence to support this theory, it continues to intrigue scholars and enthusiasts alike. Then there are those who believe in the extraterrestrial explanation. They speculate that the traveler could be a visitor from another planet, potentially even another galaxy. They argue that the traveler's knowledge of a country not yet in existence could be a result of advanced alien technology. While this theory is certainly the most outlandish, it is not without its followers. Finally, there are those who believe that the incident may have been an elaborate hoax. They argue that the entire event could have been a carefully crafted deception intended to create a sensation or even to distract from some other more mundane reality. While theories abound, the truth remains elusive, shrouded in the mists of time. The mystery of the man from Taurid continues to captivate and confound. The questions raised by this enduring enigma stretch the limits of our understanding, breathing life into the age-old dream of time travel. Our journey through this mystery has taken us from a seemingly ordinary incident in 1954 to a web of theories and speculations that continues to expand and evolve. The man from Taurid, his sudden appearance and even more sudden disappearance, his passport from a country that doesn't exist on any map, all these elements combine to form a story that is as fascinating as it is inexplicable. The evidence we've presented, while compelling, only adds to the mystery rather than providing concrete answers, and that's the beauty of it. The enduring fascination lies in the unknown, in the questions that remain unanswered. Could this incident be a glitch in the fabric of reality, a proof of parallel universes, or an elaborate hoax? As we continue our journey through time, the enigma of Taurid remains, a tantalizing hint of the unknown, inviting us to question, to explore, to dream.